Hello Brew Tubers and happy Homebrew Wednesday. Oh, that has been well deserved today. It has been a brew day. It has been a very successful brew day, which is good. No trips to A&E, which that isn't now my mark of a successful brew day, but it's just a benefit. So yes. Rebellion Blonde is this beer. It's very tasty. When it's really cold, it's like a lager. When it's warmed up a bit, it's got a nice sort of buttery maltiness and a sort of good fruity flavour. It's a damn good versatile beer, this. Slurping away. And we've got a few little nuts as well. What we do is we mix peanuts up with pork scratchings and you get a bit of the porky flavour on the peanuts. It's very good. It's quite tasty. Anyway. Yes, brew day. So what did I brew today? I brewed a beer. What beer did I brew? I brewed my John Denver beer, working title. So in my hop fridge I've got two dozen packets of hops which I brought for various projects which I never actually brewed, and one of them was 100 grams of Calypso hops. If you remember, a long time ago I briefly sung Calypso by John Denver, the song talking about, you know, the boat by what's his name. So yes, I had this packet of Calypso hops, so I thought, well, let's make a beer for it. And well, that's what I did. So the malt was 25 kilograms of extra pale Marisota, so 25 kilograms of that. Hop schedule, it was 50 grams of East Kent Goldings and 20 grams of Calypso at the start of the boil, 60-minute boil. Last half an hour, another 20 grams of Calypso, and the last 15 minutes, 60 grams of Calypso. So only 150 hops, 150 grams of hops for 130 litres of beer, which is what I got in the fermenter. So it's not a heavily hopped beer, but hopefully there's enough of this Calypso to be able to get the flavour through. So yes, we'll see what it's like. I will do a montage of the brew day because, well, I think the montage is the easiest way of filming brew days now. They're quick and easy, and yes, montage. Start of brew day, and I have lots of malt to go in by the big scoop. So yes, that was brew day. I'm all tidied up now. Very painless. The only thing which went wrong, as it were, was the fact that I almost forgot to put the Proto-Flock tablets in. It's something I'm getting problems with, remembering the Proto-Flock for some reason. So instead of adding it in the last 15 minutes, I added it about 5-6 minutes before the end, so hopefully it had enough time to do its magic, but I really can't say at this stage. Stop looking at the breasts. So yes, Proto-Flock was the only thing I forgot. The target was 130 litres to transfer in the fermenter. I got 130 litres, so bang on quantity. And the OG, aiming for 1.044, actually got 1.047. So if it ferments out according to plan, it should be about a 5.3% beer. So yes, I'm intrigued to see how it turns out. The yeast is a bit of a funny one though. I've got loads of leftover yeast from my smaller batch days, so I decided just to chuck a load of what I've got left in. So there was 2 11-gram sachets of Nottingham, 1 sachet of SO4, and 1 sachet of Mango Jack's Empire Ale yeast. They're all a bit old, but not Nottingham, but all the SO4, but I think the Empire's a bit old. But yeah, I just thought, you know, I need to start using some of these bits up. The thing is, I was using a hop up, which has been in the freezer for a year or two, well, perhaps a bit more than that. Since I thought I was using hops up, I might as well use yeast up. So yeah, we'll see what it's like. It's 130 litres. Probably keg most of it. May put one on cask. I don't know yet. We'll just let it ferment out, see what it tastes like first. So yes, that was brew day. Successful. Didn't have my assistant with me because he broke his arm due to, well, not broken, he's fractured his right humerus by slipping over a pot of lavender and then getting a face full of chicken. Anyway, that's another story, and one which I'm not prepared to divulge. Anyway, yes. Watford Beer Festival in the next 3 days. So, starts tomorrow, Thursday at 4 o'clock. So hopefully you get there for opening time, because I've delivered a firkin of my Coronation Ale, but I didn't manage to get round to giving them, as it says in the shops on the floor, I didn't manage to give them the pump clip. So that's inspired by the Benskins 1953 artwork for their Coronation Ale. So thanks to my friend Steve, who does all my artwork and designing. Thanks for dropping them off to me. Really are very, very lovely indeed. I only wanted about 3, but I think he gave me 6 or 7. So yes, very happy with that. Very happy indeed. Very Brewers Coronation Ale. So yes, got that. So looking forward to the beer festival as well. I think they've got 40 beers on. Yes, I'll try and have as many different ones as I can, I think. I think last year I had about over 20, about half of the ones on offer over 3 days, drinking half pints and such. So see how I get on over these 3 days. It's like a challenge, isn't it? Not a very challenging challenge, but a challenge nevertheless. So yes, Watford Beer Festival. So yes, I'll be heading over tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Only probably stay a couple of hours on the Thursday. I'm not a late night drinker. And Friday and Saturday opens at 11, so I try and get there for opening, and I tend to like to leave about 4 o'clock. You know, put in a day's work drinking and then get home early. Anyway, that's the plan. Anything else to report? Oh yes, I've made a turbo cider. So my work gave me a load of apple juice because we've got our own apple orchard. at the Chiltern Open Air Museum, and this is the apple juice which didn't sell in the shop from 2021, I think the year is. So they gave me a load of it and I've fermented it. It's appley, bit dry though, so I may add some of that pectolose stuff, whatever it is which kills the yeast off, transfer it into a keg, add some sugar syrup to just back sweeten it, and then perhaps carbonate it in the keg and get a sort of fizzy cider. That might be a good idea. It's tasting very appley and very tasty, but just a bit too dry for my own tastes. So yes, that's the apple juice. See how that turns out. I think that's pretty much updated you with everything. It's good to see Rusty doing some videos again, about bloody time. So yes, good to see him doing videos. And I see our friend John Anderson has uploaded a video, Abbey Homebrew, so I'll be watching that as soon as I finish editing this video, because obviously I haven't edited it just yet. I'm just doing the boring, waffling, boring the pants off you bit. So anyway, right, I think I'll call it a day there. I'm going to enjoy my beer and my nuts, and I shall see you again soon. I might do a tasting video for that, because I've got some at home, so that'll probably be the next video. Right, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you again very soon, no doubt. Au revoir.